Howdy folks, we made it, finally. It's been, what, we've tried 3 times now and haven't been able to get up here between the fire closures and the snow and it's all kinds of drama, but we finally made it. It's beautiful. So, we even talked to a forest ranger on our way up. He told us about how far we could get before we hit where the woods are closed off because of the forest fires. And we went as far as the road would take us until we hit the blockade, and here we are. We know this spot, but we rarely ever stay here because, well, because there's always people here. It's such a really cool spot, but there's not a soul up here right now between the things I already mentioned. It's just no one's coming up here. So, got it to ourselves. Awesome.
Hello, Earthlings. We got camp set up, somewhat. We got it somewhat set up, so we're gonna have our tent right back there, and yeah, we're like still disorganized. I'm doing this damn pop-up, so, but yeah, here we are, first time of the spring. It's a good spot. Haven't had anybody come down in about the hour and a half we've been here,
which is insane for this spot. It's normally slammed with people.
Oh yeah,
canning for gold and camping and just being up for the day.
Yep. Yeah, there's gold in the creek over here, supposedly.
We don't know if there actually is or not, but there's always people down there.
Yep, we have a frying pan. We could, like, pan it. I don't know.
Probably could.
But, yeah. We're halfway there.
I've been watching a lot of Survivor Man lately. You know, Les Stroud.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure all of this stuff through here, all this stuff is wood sorrel, and it's one of his favorite wild edibles.
Really?
I'm not sure enough to try it.
Yep.
But if you guys know if that's what this is, let us know, because I'm pretty sure that's what all of this stuff is. The
Looks like
whole forest floor. Yeah, that's basically what it looks like, is a big clover. But it's called wood sorrel, and it's supposed to be a really good wild edible.
Make some salad out of it.
For real.
That'd be cool.
Add it to a salad. We do.
I like this other spot down here. This would be a good place to come with a couple different groups of people.
Yeah.
Or a bunch of friends or something.
For sure.
We got trails. We're going to come back up to this trail. Right to the bridge. Well, let's go down and look at this other spot real quick.
We were thinking about staying at this spot, but you can't see the truck that well. And you can't hear anything because of the creek. But this is a nice spot.
Up would be perfect. Freaking cool. That water's nice and cold.
Yeah, I wish we would have brought a crawdad trap.
Yeah.
Might be a little too cold for them still, but this would be a great spot in the summer or later in the spring.
Yep.
Come catch crawdads.
Oh yeah.
With a trap, or just walk in there and try to catch them.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Put that one in the front here. We'll head down the trail. Our humble little camp.
Yes, sir. Let's head down to the creek.
For the bruise.
The bruise.
The bruise.
Yeah, they just threw some crap across it and called it good. Then they'll just come back and pull it out when it reopens. They better.
Yeah,
They blocked the confounded bridge.
Oh no. Man, raging compared to normal spring runoff. Spring. Yip yip.
Man, that's beautiful. Here. I wonder if that's a natural blockage down there, or if that's like a beaver dam or something.
It looks natural to me.
Well, I've never seen a beaver dam, so.
Yeah. Thing I forgot, and I'm pretty sure that that's a sequoia that was planted here in the 1950s. They had a study down here or something. I don't know the exact details of it, but they did plant sequoias along this creek, or this is actually the North Fork or something of the Clackamas River. But they planted them along here. We're gonna, there's another one right down here. It's even bigger than this one. We'll go down and get video of it. But yeah, pretty big.
Yeah, we're not totally sure, but we're pretty confident that that's what it is. I mean, that's a pretty...
It doesn't look like any other tree around here either. And there's like a...
That's a big tree.
And there's a bunch of them along this creek that they planted.
Look, it splits into two halfway up.
Yeah, there's some form of sequoia from Northern California.
Not a redwood, but...
No,
it's a darn big tree.
Very, very big, and they're only around 50 years old. They were seedlings.
Yeah, they're still youngins, and they're this big.
Yep. Pretty cool. We're gonna go try to find more. Look how big that is.
Wow.
Freaking huge. Sequoia in Oregon.
Woo-wee. This is one too, but it's just a lot smaller.
Yep. That's cool.
Wow, here.
Very big. Very cool looking tree, how it splits.
Big.
And that's one too. I think there's a few more along the path here. We're gonna
tricky
see.
little spot back here.
Yeah, and there's another one down here too. Yeah, this is cool, little camp spot. Cool.
Someone was bored.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that two we just looked at there. Over here. And they're big, and then these are babies that actually grew from pine cones, I'm guessing. It's the same foliage on them. And then this is a good one here too.
Look at them roots.
And get a close up of this so people can see it and maybe find out what it really is, what exactly it is.
It almost just looks like a cedar, but they're so huge. There's 3 or 4 of them back in here.
Yeah, this is like a little indoor.
It is.
This is neat.
That trail.
But the roots on them are freaking awesome. Like, look how they go through. Like, you could amplify that. You could drive through it, just like down in California.
For real, dude. That's a survival shelter.
Yeah.
You crawl under there.
Yeah, I know. It's cool.
Dude, stick your hand in through the other side. See if we can see it. Almost. That's crazy. Beautiful.
Yep. Look at all the moss.
You spoke of another creek?
Yes, I spoke of another creek, sir. Right back behind us here.
Really?
Go down, or over
Hear
there.
that? That's a loud bird. Wonder what that bird's pissed off at us.
I don't know. Another little side creek here.
Oh, wow.
That's neat. That's a really neat spot.
You can tell when there's a lot of melt off or runoff from the snow, it comes up through here. It flows through.
And just let it sit for a minute too as it cut. So somebody was coming way too fast down here, probably at night, and oops, that makes for a bad evening.
You can see it used to go from there straight to there. And there's this odd shape U formation. I wonder what could have caused that.
Yeah. And they wounded the tree too.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Looks big old spike. Oh, it's still hooked to a big piece of wood.
The piece of wood's just hanging.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Snapped it right off.
Man, that would have been a pretty bad bullet.
I didn't realize how far down in we were down there. Wow.
Yeah, this is cool. It's a good
You
spot.
can't.
I love this spot.
Well,
Look at the flowers too.
yeah, they're kind of droopy but beautiful. Oops. Darn. Beautiful though.
Yeah.
All kinds of spring bloomage going on right now. But all of them look all beat up and stuff.
You know, I would so love to nail the freaking
Water jug. Boom!
Yep.
I know, it's like a perfect target. We decided to hike up this old bermed off road, and it split into a couple other roads, and then those split again. And it's so quiet up here. Down by the creek, you hear the creek, there's birds, there's planes up here. It's too quiet. It's almost creepy.
I hear my stomach growling.
I know. I can hear my coat ruffling. It's so quiet.
Take your boomstick.
That's crazy.
Alright.
Alright, let's head back to camp. Oh, oh. I got it a little bit, but I lost it. Oh.
Well, here's our fire pit slash cooking area. Got the lump charcoal going here.
I knew you had the camera.
And that's our fire we're going to start afterwards. But yeah, this is our little fire pit.
Small.
And then over here is our home for the evening.
Work in progress.
Yeah, we're getting it all hooked up. Ash is getting it all hooked up.
Beds are made.
Oh yeah. It's looking a wee bit cozy, sir.
Oh yeah.
Looking a wee bit cozy.
And there's layers. I got blanket, blanket, sleeping bag, blanket, blanket, padding. Same thing over here.
Yeah.
Layers on layers on layers.
We will be cozy
campers
tonight.
It's so cozy. Small tent like this helps to hold the heat in too, for just 2 people. Oh yeah. Forgot my darn pillow though. Happy I have the inflatable backup though, so. Yeah. Dinner. Beef. Steak, asparagus, and instant mashed potatoes. Delicious camping dinner.
Cut them ends off. And wildlife gets some treats. And we're just using some cheap Italian dressing in there, a little bit.
Ooh, no oil or anything.
No.
Everything you need is in that dressing.
Yeah, everything you need is in that dressing.
Oh yeah.
But we are adding one more little thing.
Could add some pepper maybe.
Yeah, some pepper.
I would say a little bit of salt, but
There's enough salt
in the dressing.
Here, squeeze that bad boy out.
Oh yeah. Can you film me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my camera all sticky. Whole thing?
Yep. Get some lemon in there. And then you just cook that all up until it's a nice, nice syrup all over it. It's gonna be so good. You like
Slick.
throwing it in there.
Slick.
Slick lemon. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Ooh-wee. Feel that heat. Yeah, you can go ahead and stir those. Oh yeah, steamy.
I know you're probably steaming the lens up.
It looks fine. It's steamy, but yeah. Food. Caramelized. It's gonna be good.
Gonna be good. Did you get me putting the coals on that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I just took the coals from the fire, put it there.
From the cooking fire into the
cooking fire. Into
it's getting
there.
dark
And now I'm gonna do
campfire.
this. Technique mastered by Ashterbater. The quick stroke. There we go. Now we got a campfire.
There you go. All right, I got to get this asparagus moving.
Okay.
You want to keep filming or kill it?
Yeah, man. Let's keep moving. Let's keep filming the asparagus.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Now it's getting good. That's what we want right there. Dude, it's so dark out here, but the camera like is picks up light.
Better than the naked eye. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. All right. And Got our campfire going now. And life is good. God bless America. Haha, you sneaking bites over here.
You had one a minute ago.
I know, it's so good though.
It's really good.
I know, I
We
can't
could go
wait.
another minute or two.
Alright, we'll show you the final product here in a minute. Tasty. I think you can see it. There we go. Steak, asparagus, and mashed potatoes by the fire. Hell yeah. Hey y'all. We're just playing with the night vision and stuff, and I'm getting blinded right now by the night vision, or the flashlight, night vision. But we're having fun. It's beautiful out here tonight.
Yeah, hopefully you'll get to see some of the night vision footage.
Yep, we're up here at the bridge.
Yeah, we're up at the bridge. If I turn my light off, you might just be able to see the glow of camp off in the distance.
It's so peaceful up here.
It really is.
And there's been hardly any people come through all night tonight.
So, I know you've told plenty of stories to me before, but we've never really talked about them on YouTube or anything, but what is, do you think, the most scared you've ever been up in the woods? Now, I know it's a tough question because there's a difference between being like scared and like dread.
I've
like,
got
you
a
know.
few because I've been going up to the woods for a long time, and a lot of
Yeah.
it was by myself.
Yeah.
Like at the Huxley Lake Bottom Trail one time, I was there all by myself hunting season on Halloween night. And
You always used to go hunting on Halloween
yeah,
night.
and
I
I'd
remember
only
that.
been
My mom and I'd go with my friend and stuff, and we'd
With
go
your
trick or
friend
treating.
Devin.
But you'd be up in the mountains by yourself hunting.
because you
Coyote hunting,
always
deer
had things going on Halloween, and it's cool though. I mean, we went trick or treating and stuff a bunch too. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
but
When I
a lot
was
of the,
little,
yeah, a
but
lot
for
of
the
those
later
times
years,
you
it
always
was
went with Devin and,
that's
and
the
your aunt and stuff.
depths of hunting
Yeah,
season.
and they would take you to the ritzy neighborhoods where you got all the good stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I was at the bottom Huxley Lake Trail, and big camp spot. You can't even really get to it now. And I'd already went out and hunted and stuff, and I never got
Hiked
anything
around.
really. But I'm just poking around. I was by myself. I'm younger, don't know what the frig I'm doing, and I had my dinner and everything. I actually got a grouse that night and ate it. Yeah, I got a grouse, and it had the breasts. I grilled them and stuff. It was really grubbing. And I was like, cool, I succeeded. I didn't get a deer, but I got a grouse. So I got
something.
So
You're not skunked.
it's totally dark out, about 10 o'clock at night.
Right
So I
about now.
climb in the back of my truck. I had a Chevy Blazer then. Climb in the back of the truck, and I'm laying in there, and I got my lights on inside the truck still. I got a little electric lantern, battery operated lantern. And I see eyes, 2 pairs of eyes glowing.
Right outside the
Right
truck.
outside my truck, glowing and walking along, looking right at me.
Because if
Yeah.
you've ever been slept in the back of a truck, you know that in order to see eyes glowing right outside the back of the truck, they have to be right there.
Yep.
Right
Oh yeah,
outside
yeah.
the
And I'm like,
truck.
oh my god, my hair stood up, my butt puckered a little. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? I'm all by myself up in the middle of the freaking woods. Thank goodness I'm in the back of my truck. But anyway, I get my flashlight out, and I have to push my face right against the window.
And the flashlight, too.
Yep, and I pushed my flashlight, and it was a mama deer and a baby deer. A mama deer and a doe. Just walking up the road. But, oh my God, that scared me.
Walking right through your camp. But you're like, I just see eyes.
Yeah.
Freaked out.
And that was pretty scary, like, for one of my scariest things. And it was ended up being so freaking
like
creature
tales.
Yeah, creature tales.
Has there been any other moments?
Yeah, up in these woods we're at now, going up Givens Mountain. Like, I was up there, once again, like, by myself, like a dipshit. Got my shotgun.
Got my grouse.
Yeah, I got another one. Yeah,
are trippy.
I got my 44 Magnum on my hip.
Got Maggie on your hip.
Maggie on my hip. Got my pump shotgun, Mossberg 500, similar to what he has, but a shorter barrel. And I see a grouse all doing his little chicken dance on a log about 20 yards away, like up the road where they had the road blocked off. Bah! Nailed him. Got him. Like, cool, grouse for dinner again. I walk up the road to get the grouse. I get him, like, peel his skin off. I try to, like, skin him
while
out.
It's warm.
Yeah, the best I can while he's warm, while he's there.
Yep.
I turn around and a car pulls up, like a little sedan, like a Caprice, like a cop car, pulls up right next to my truck.
Something that shouldn't be way up in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, something that shouldn't be up in the woods. He pulls up, they pull up right up next to my truck, and I'm heading back to my truck.
Shotgun in one hand, bird in the other.
Yeah, shotgun in one hand, bird in the other. I have nowhere else to go. And 4 dudes all get out at the same time, and they're all Mexicans, and they look like hardcore, like, they look like they just got a prison gangbanger looking Mexicans. Like, they got wife beater tank tops on, and they're all tatted up, like cholo looking, like just freaking hardcore looking dudes, shaved heads. One of them's got like one of them hairnet things on. And they all, like, start getting out freaking, like, 2 of them had Chrome 45s, and one of them had, like, I don't know, a High Point or something, I don't know, something. But they all had big freaking badass, like, 45 handguns. And they all get them out and start loading them up and shit, and I'm like, I'm about to pee myself. Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? And they're parked right next to my truck, and I'm up in the middle of the freaking woods, in the middle of nowhere, by myself. And there's 4 of them. All 4 doors open up, they all get out and start loading guns up. I'm like, oh dude, I'm fucking done. So I'm walking up, I still got my shotgun though. I mean, a shotgun, if I didn't have that shotgun, I'd probably be dead. Because that, I think, made them think twice or whatever. But I have to walk right up by them, and none of them said a freaking word. They're all just standing there, racked their shit, loaded rounds. No, I said, hey, how's it going, you guys, man? I got a bird. I got me a grouse.
Look, my bird, leave me alone.
Yeah,
and my bird.
And it was all like the feathers and shit was all ripped off. It looked like a skinned chicken, because I had it was all just skinned out. It just was the meat and no skin or feathers on it or anything. And I'm just like, but I was so scared, man. My heart was just pounding. I was freaking out, like, that they were just going to murder me. I don't know if they had pot growing up there or what. It was in the fall.
Back before it was legal?
Yeah, before it was legal, yeah. This was when you were a little baby. Yeah. Like, you were maybe 2 or 3. And, it was like September, October. It was around hunting season when I would go up and scout and stuff. But, yeah, that scared the shit out of me. I got in my truck and boogied the fuck out of there as quick as I could, man. And but it was freaky though, because they didn't say a word to me. They just were all looking at me. Even when I said, hey, what's up, you guys? I got a bird. They all just were looking at me, all hard looking, like fucking scary.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I guess the other one was when we were at Huxley Lake, and I heard the voice in the morning saying,
honey, are you awake in
yeah,
there?
Honey, are you awake in there? Hey, honey,
we
are
actually
you awake in there?
Got that on video. Go check it out.
Yeah, it was creepy. I thought it was a forest ranger that hiked into our camp. It was
clear as day.
I woke up,
early morning.
hit him on his...
I woke up to him hitting me right here. Somebody's here. Dude, somebody's here. Someone's in camp.
Hey, honey, are you awake in there? Just this peaceful girl's voice. Like, and I figured it was a female,
like forest ranger
or something.
And the craziest thing is, the morning before, we spent 2 nights there. The morning before, I heard a woman's laugh. I woke up to a woman's laugh off in the distance, and I didn't tell him about it. I didn't tell you about it. Yeah. So there's no way that it could have influenced your experience at all. But that morning, I woke up and I heard way off in the distance a woman's laugh. But it sounded like peaceful, friendly. It wasn't like a creepy, like movie laugh or anything. It was totally peaceful. Like, I don't know, I was like, is someone hiking up here with their family? Like, I pictured a woman with maybe a boyfriend or a husband and some kids, and like, it was totally peaceful, a friendly laugh. It wasn't scary at all, but I was like, what are they doing hiking towards our camp at 5, 6 a.m. right when the sun's coming up? And it was like, yeah, it was about 5 or 6 a.m. and I could hear it 250 yards off down the trail.
Yeah.
Like
someone's coming up
far
the trail.
enough, really far away, but close enough where you could clearly hear a laugh. And it was.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Freaky.
I was there with you. I was probably just like, fucking asleep.
And I didn't say anything because I laid there for 5 or 10 more minutes.
That spot was so peaceful, though.
It was.
The Huxley
but
Lake.
there were some
there.
of the weirdest things I've ever experienced up in the woods happening. With the Honey Are You Awake in there and the laughing.
Well, what about the upper trail? Didn't you have, like, when you were only like 9 years old then? 8 or 9?
Oh,
with the mouse.
The upper road. So right where my mom dropped us off to hike into Huxley Lake, you watched the video, right?
Spot.
Where the road curves and goes across a bridge. There's a little pull out. We camped there one time, years and years. I was really little.
And we ended up hiking into Huxley Lake the next morning.
Just a day trip in and
ran
out.
into hunters that were mushroom picking and stuff.
Pickers with a 30-06. We heard something huge running through the bushes back behind us. We had just got into Huxley Lake, and it was me and you, and we were standing there talking to this other guy and his son, who was a little bit older than me.
Yeah.
And he had a 30-06 with this like massive
big
scope
old
on
freaking scope on it. Like something you would use in Eastern Oregon.
We're in Western Oregon.
Yeah, where you got like maybe a 40 yard shot at the most.
Between all the brush
he's
and
got like a
trees and
fucking
stuff.
300-yard shot scope on his rifle. It cracked me up.
But anyway, they were really friendly and it was cool. And we were just standing around kind of bullshitting, and we heard something go crashing through the woods back behind us, and it was loud, like ka-crash, ka-crash, ka-crash.
It was scary.
It was freaky. It was.
I was doing one of those, like Glitch in the Matrix fucking.
It was so big that it was either an elk or a black bear or something. It was something that we had frightened that was running away from us. But it was big and it was loud. But anyway, that night before we had stayed at that spot. I don't know how to explain it. There wasn't anything specifically that made me scared. There wasn't like, oh, I thought I saw something, or oh, I thought I heard something. And I was fairly little. I was like, what, 8 or 9?
Yeah, you were 8 or 9. Yeah.
But we got there, and as soon as the sun started going down, I just got overcome with just this sense of dread. Like, I just couldn't place it.
Like, this is a bad spot.
This is a bad spot. And I just couldn't, there was no, like I said, there was no incident or anything specific that happened, but it was just kind of, it was like, something's not right about this spot. And it was freaky. One of the things that happened was we were sitting there, and we couldn't get the fire started. We bought a bundle of wood from Safeway, or a couple bundles of wood, and they were wet.
In Damascus, it was crap wood.
And we couldn't get it started for the life of us. I mean, you were trying. I was just sitting there, I was still really little. I wasn't helping at all. But you couldn't get it started.
And we were cold.
And then finally you got it smoldering, and I was so cold. I just could not get warm. And I remember vividly, you were standing around the fire when we finally just barely got it smoldering, where it was almost burning, and you're in a tank top or a t-shirt just standing there trying to start the fire. And I was over there with
all bundled up. You had like
3
all
shirts,
the blankets,
my jacket, all the blankets that we were sleeping with. I mean, I remember sitting there, and it felt like I had like this much clothing on me. Like I felt like a big blob. And I'm sitting there with all this stuff piled on me, and I'm still just shivering.
Still just cold as hell.
And I don't know if it was just really cold,
and you
or
were
if
scared
that was
your poor little blue eyes. They were just shining. They're all big like a deer. And you're like, I'm not happy, Dad. I'm not happy. You were just so scared.
I just did not have a good feeling at that spot. And
we had a great day the next day.
We did. We had a wonderful day the next day, but that night was rough.
It was rough.
And I was sitting there, and at some point you were sitting across the fire from me, and so I'm looking towards you, and behind you is the bridge that goes over the creek, and behind me is a bit of like a 12, 15-foot berm that goes up into the woods.
It's in our video. It's been the same for years. Yeah, in the Huxley Lake video.
And I'm sitting there, and a mouse comes running down into camp, and it's chilling right in between my legs. I had my legs, down on the ground like you normally would, like you do.
Yeah, tiny little mouse.
And it was right in between my shoes. just sitting.
Just chilling out.
Hear that? So weird. So now maybe I'm just tripping. I don't know. But it was trippy. It was really cool.
Back for you.
It wasn't that far from here,
I know.
but right. But that was trippy. And then later that night, we saw some eyes up in the bushes too.
Yeah.
It was really freaky. And of course, it had to be behind me. You know, I'm sitting there chilling around the fire, and you were on the other side.
I
you were
think
like,
it was a raccoon, dude.
Please don't panic, but
It was just
I
'cause
see eyeballs in the bushes behind
I had
you.
your little 410. I had a flashlight taped to it,
Electrical
and I'm just
tape.
like panning around looking, and I saw
Up
eyes
above my
shining.
head,
Yeah,
up on
but
top
it
of the
was
berm.
back like 50 yards back.
And there was
just
two
a set
glowing
of eyes.
a set of eyes,
and I'm
forward
pretty
facing,
sure,
and they were 8 or 9 feet off.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was a raccoon or
Or a
something.
possum.
Well, there ain't too much possums up here. They're more in town.
Yeah,
I think it was a
but
raccoon
it was,
up the tree.
Something in the tree.
Something in the tree.
Either it was something in the tree or it was big fat.
It was like that time up at the beaver spot, up by the Wash, where we saw that fucker. It was like moving
That
around across
spot-
the creek, and it was looking at us, man. It was like it would
Two
sit there and look at
glowing
us.
yellow, bright
And that was only
yellow
about
eyes.
60 or 70 yards away, just across the it was like
Clackamas River.
Clackamas River, which was only about 50 yards, or not even that. It's 50 feet across. Yeah, 50 feet
If
across.
45.
And it's just on the other side of the river over there.
And it was trippy
and
because
it's not moving. It's not going
it's
up
not
or
moving.
down.
It's
or anything.
standing in the
just
same
staying
spot, and its
right
head's
there,
moving
and it's
like
moving.
this.
And for a long
and
time.
when we would shine the flashlights, it would move.
But we couldn't see what it was. All we could see was the eye shine.
We didn't have the night vision or anything at the time. It was just our flashlights.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, it was something. I mean, we could see the freaking eyes glowing
The way
bright
it was
yellow.
moving was
And
terrifying.
the only things that have yellow eyes is like cats. For the
Well,
most
I
part
looked
up
it
in our
up,
woods.
and I think the only things that I found on the internet that have bright yellow eyes is cats, meaning like a bobcat or a cougar, or,
What about Bigfoot?
I don't know what, according to the book that I've
Who
been reading,
knows?
red eyes, apparently.
Oh, red
But,
eyes. Okay.
Of course, it's kind of stereotypical, but anyway, the only things I could find that had bright yellow eye shine was cats or beavers.
Yeah.
And I think, actually,
This was
now that I
too
think about
tall.
it was too tall, but now that I think about it, I think it said owls might have yellow eye shine too.
Yeah, but this thing was moving. It was
It-
walking. It,
it
was
would
pacing.
walk. And it was crazy because when it would walk 10 or 15 feet, you could see its head bobbing up
bobbing
and
up
down.
and
And
down.
it was two forward-facing eyes.
It was cool.
I am convinced that it was a
Well, we survived the night. We got up kind of early. It was nice. Fell asleep right by the fire. Tent stayed nice and warm.
fairly dry.
Yep, my hips are killing me, but other than that, yeah, fun times. Very beautiful morning.
10 o'clock, you said?
Yeah, it's about 10 o'clock. We woke up about 8:30 and just laid in there and pondered our thoughts.
So we were originally planning on just kind of taking off and getting something to eat on our way back into town, you know, hitting fast food or something. But we just love this spot so much, and well, we're hungry. So yeah, right. So we decided to make up a quick breakfast. Then we're gonna pack up camp and hit the road. Oh yeah. Alright, we're done. We packed up, getting ready to take off. Big old bumblebee buzzing around. It's 12:44. So
Successful little camping trip. It was nice.
very nice.
Couldn't ask for better weather either.
It was beautiful. Perfect. It was a lot of fun. We did some hiking around. We did some chilling around camp. Had an awesome dinner last night. A fairly good breakfast this morning, which we didn't even plan on having. And everything went well. And we're leaving the site cleaner than we found it.
Yep.
So,
Looks good.
yeah. See you guys in the next one.
Oh yeah.